Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. I'm not quite as kitted out as Matisse is over on his channel. Go and watch his live stream for deadline day, which is taking place as of right now. As soon as, I'm sure as you're watching this, he is still live up until the end. You'll be able to go and see his beautiful Jim White Sky Sports attire. I've come tracksuit, suited and booted in a nice Chelsea way. Why? I'm going to go and play football later, so that's going to be interesting. I've not played in a little while, but I'm going to be back after that towards the end of the window. Window shuts at 11 p.m. I will be uploading a whatever happens video. We'll see how it all ends. But I thought I'd give you guys an update before then, because you're going to get a double upload today, this being the first of the two. Just explaining what the hell is going on. Right now, it's all up in the air. It's all up in the air. We're all looking about Enzo. Is Enzo coming to Chelsea? We've been waiting and looking and observing and hearing and listening and all of that. And it's just gone up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like it does in the life of a Chelsea fan. You know, as I've said before, being a Chelsea supporter comes with a health warning. And Rui Costa has now been the catalyst for this warning, because Rui Costa just does not want to budge. However, the signs are beginning to show. Just like I thought. I said yesterday that, look, I really believe that if this goes down to the wire, Rui Costa will budge. He will. He will fold. I'd like to think. Maybe he won't. Maybe I'm wrong. But my own opinion, I think he will. As long as Chelsea are resilient, he can't say no. He's trying to get everything in one go. And even with the whole payment and him trying to take everything at once, there is a... You've played with Todd Bowley and these new owners. Oh boy. We are Loophole FC. We are Loophole FC. And I'm going to show you what the latest loophole is, because I didn't think this would be possible, but here we are. We'll get into it. Before we do, don't forget my social media, Twitter and Insta. Links are in the description. Make sure you are following me on those, especially Twitter, as I'm very active, and I'll give you my minute-to-minute thoughts on what's going on when I'm not uploading a video for you guys here. So make sure you're following me on there, and Insta, of course, links in the description. Let's get cracking. I'm going to give you the latest. There's way too much information for me to try and select one by one, so I'm just going to show you the lot. I'm going to show you the lot. Let's get cracking. So there's a plane which is currently scheduled to be leaving now at 7:10 p.m. from Lisbon Airport. This was the private jet that landed in Lisbon from Farnborough yesterday night. So this is key, because this plane was meant to leave at 6 p.m. It's now been delayed to 7:10. A lot of people are saying this is the plane that is going to be bringing Chelsea back from Lisbon, and hopefully Enzo is on that plane with them. So there's that. We'll wait and see. But I'd like to think that with what is going on right now, the plane is going to take the lot of them. And at 7:10... obviously, with a delay, we know these negotiations are still going on. Maybe it's coming to a close. Maybe something's happening right now as we speak, because 7:10 is still an hour away. Exactly an hour away. So we'll wait and see. In terms of the deal itself, here it is. Chelsea have informed Benfica and Enzo they'll bid for him right until the window closes. Meetings ongoing constantly now. There's news on Ziyech and him trying to get Chelsea to be a little bit easy on the negotiation so it all goes through as he heads to PSG. I believe he has taken his medical already, so there is that. River Plate are very excited, of course, because they're going to be getting paid free money. Fair play to River Plate. You know what? Of course they're going to be excited. I can't believe that's even news. But anyway, talking about the loophole, let's get into this, right? Because it's clear that Rui Costa is asking for 120 million euros up front. One payment. Chelsea are like, nah. We're willing to give you that, but we want to split. And even if we offer a little bit more, we want to split the payments into installments. Well, looks like Todd Bowley and what he's done over in the States for the LA Dodgers and the business happenings over there, his experience over there and the way that he's done things, he's managed to bring a solution, which, when you think about it, is a win-win for everybody. So let's get right into this, because I know a lot of rival fans are not going to be happy at this. They're looking at this going, nah, this ain't legal. It is. Chelsea is contacting a factoring company so they can pay the release clause, can avoid FFP and pay through time the money. This has come from a Portuguese news outlet, SIC Notícias. But when talking about how this is going to be done, it's basically a case of Chelsea have this factoring company or bank or whoever's got the money. You send the entire lump sum to Benfica, we'll pay you in installments. Everyone's a winner. Now, people don't think about this because when people think of transfers, they always just think, club to club, club to club. There we are. Another loophole, another way, another solution. How beautiful is that? And I'd like to think that if this is the route we're taking, then the deal will get done. What is stopping Benfica? As long as there's a written agreement and a contract in place that this deal is going to happen this way and we are going to get our money, then there's nothing to really be concerned about, is there? I'd like to think anyway. But anyway, let's move to see what the latest with Enzo is. Here it is. So from the Absolute Chelsea account, we've got Enzo Fernandez is undergoing medical examination in a hospital in Lisbon. He is waiting for Benfica and Chelsea to reach an agreement at any moment to finalise his transfer. And also more news on Hakim Ziyech having his medical. He's undergoing that today. And the news of the whole loophole. So Chelsea is contacting a factoring company so they can pay the release clause for Enzo, can avoid FFP and pay through time the money. Now, just to clarify, there was Jake Cohen, who is a sports lawyer, that came out and actually helped clarify the situation. He didn't go into all the regulations and said he can't, but he did say that in terms of using a factoring company, that's actually not uncommon. It does happen. Even in English football, you just don't hear about it. The one thing about this is to improve the cash flow. That's it. It's not necessarily something to avoid FFP or to try and dodge FFP. Apparently, doing things this way doesn't even factor into FFP. So if anyone is going to try and say, Chelsea are dodging FFP even more, this method doesn't affect FFP at all, it seems. It's just a cash flow method. That's it. So whatever Chelsea have in terms of a reason to do it this way, in terms of cash flow, the books, etc., I don't know. But this is the way that it could be done. And if it means that Benfica are going to get what they want, and it means that we get to pay in installments and do the deal when Benfica get their money, well, that's it. We're happy. So, yeah. In terms of FFP, I still think it will go down as the release clause, as 120 million, which means that we've got to take that into consideration. But in terms of actually paying the money out, right, that's going to be in installments to the company that have sorted it out for Benfica. So, it's better than just giving everything to Benfica, because then we would lose everything in one lump sum, which we don't want to do. So, it makes perfect sense. Anyway, more in terms of Enzo, that's where the news was coming in. There is increasing confidence that Chelsea will get a deal done. The Enzo deal is gathering pace. Earlier on, Benfica had agreed to let Enzo Fernandez undergo a medical for the event that a deal would go through. This news came out first, that permission's been given if a deal happens. And then news comes out that he is having his medical. But that's only to make things ready, just in case if a deal is done, the medical's already done. It's just to save time, because right now, time. Chelsea have apparently managed to get everything sorted in terms of paperwork, the extension after the deadline, the announcement, now the medical. Everything is done in advance. Chelsea have been moving absolutely flawlessly, so fair play. Simon Phillips goes into more detail with his updates. Let's check these out. Enzo Fernandez is undergoing his medical and is waiting for Chelsea to reach an agreement. At any moment, he was given permission to take this step towards making a transfer, and that was by Benfica. Our colleagues at SIC in Portugal have told us that Enzo is undergoing his medical now. That happened earlier in the last hour. And yeah, everyone coming out, including David Ornstein, Jacob Steinberg, all of them with heightened optimism and increased confidence that a deal is going to be done. This is an update in terms of the plane moving from Lisbon to Farnborough, the one that left from Farnborough to Lisbon last night. So it's more likely now that plane is to do with this deal, because that's the one thing we don't know. Is this plane related to this deal? As time goes on, it's looking more and more certain that this is the plane that's going to be bringing back the Chelsea staff, whoever's out there, and Enzo with them if the deal is done. So let's hope that is the case, because right now that is looking exactly how it is. Now, as I've just mentioned in terms of prep, this is the latest on the preparation Chelsea have undertaken. on Enzo, Chelsea have a deal sheet ready with extension cleared for after the deadline just in case. Have now offered 2 to 3 installments for payment rather than 6. The announcement is prepped and that was done last night, but the deal's not done yet. So everything that we need to do on our end to get the transfer done is ready. That was earlier on, about 2-3 hours ago, in terms of this news coming. And then we've had the news about the medical. The medical has already been undertaken. Everything is in place. And this is new for Chelsea because we've been, in the past, we've looked at things and gone, yeah, we've moved a little bit slow. We are moving really quickly. And everyone has just been very clear in terms of these new owners and the way that they've been getting this business done. They've moved absolutely flawlessly. So honestly, fair play to everybody involved in this deal except for Roy Costa. Because that's the one person that's held all of this up. And I've just seen now, according to Fabrizio, no medical going on according to Fabrizio, no green light from Roy Costa yet. So I'm reading this right now as it's coming in because it's deadline day. I'm not going to just pretend that doesn't exist. That's the latest that I'm seeing now. So again, that's conflicting information. Is a medical happened? Has it not now? This is many other places saying a medical's done. Or it's being done right now. He's at the hospital. He's doing it just in case if a deal is done. Now we're hearing that there's no medical yet, according to Fabrizio. This is where it gets sticky. We don't quite know what the hell's going on yet. Not yet. Anyway, let's see. Now, in other news, Jorginho has departed, although that's not been officially announced yet either, although Fabrizio has given us this. Jorginho to Arsenal, here we go. Deal agreed on £12 million fee. Chelsea accept conditions and documents are being prepared. Personal terms agreed. Contract until 2024 with option of a further year. First contact revealed yesterday night. Medical has now been done. Arteta is a key factor in this deal happening. So yeah, the medical has actually been done. The pictures have already been revealed with him and his agent in an Arsenal shirt. So that is going to get announced, I'm guessing, shortly. But it's not been announced yet, although this all happened earlier on today. So, don't know what the hold-up is. However, Jorginho going to Arsenal, look, for us, it's a good deal, if I'm being honest. Some people are going to criticise the fee. Look, he's 31 and he had a few months left on his contract. If anything, we thought he was going for free. So if we're getting 12 million for him, happy days. Because you're not going to get more than that. For a 31-year-old with a couple of months left on his deal, or well, let's say 5 months left on his deal, you're not going to get big money. You're just not. Jorginho going to Arsenal, some people are saying, oh, why Arsenal? We shouldn't strengthen the rival. There's nothing to worry about. If you put this question to anybody in terms of him leaving the club in the summer, all of you would have gone, yeah, we need him to go. Or he's gone. So that means there's nothing to keep him for. If there's nothing to keep him for, then there's nothing to be scared of. If there's nothing to be scared of, then even if he's at Arsenal, I don't think he's going to do big things. I think he'll help them in terms of squad depth. They need the depth. But does he start over Partey? No, he doesn't. Because Partey gives them the one thing that we need in our team that Jorginho wasn't able to provide to them. And the way that they play their football, if you were to take Partey out and put Jorginho in, defensively, they automatically come down a notch straight away. That's the one thing. On the counter, being exposed is Jorginho's weakness. And Arsenal play very quick, dynamic, direct blitz football at the moment. If they were to get caught out and you have Jorginho there, he's not going to keep up, defense immediately under pressure. Whereas under Partey, that doesn't really happen. Partey is very, very solid and provides that protection for Xhaka and for Odegaard to be able to bomb forward in that midfield three. So unless if they're going to change the system, which means that they're going to change the way that they play, if they turn to a double pivot, then yes, maybe that changes things in terms of Jorginho being protected. But that changes the way Arsenal play. Right now, the way that they have that midfield three is perfect. The balance is perfect. Do you really want to disrupt that? Which means that for me, I reckon Jorginho will play in games where Arsenal are controlling, dominant. There's not much pressure. Jorginho can play, he can ball, and he can do his thing. Because he has attackers in front of him now. Unlike at Chelsea, here he has attackers. And I know in that aspect he will do well. But with or without Jorginho, I think even in that aspect they'll do well anyway. So I don't feel like he's really adding much to Arsenal, but he's depth. Experience, Champions League winner. For Arsenal, in the short term, it's an okay deal. It's an okay deal. It could be worse. He's better than Lokonga. So that's basically it. But I wish Georgie the best. He's done good things for us. He's won what he's won with us. He stayed with us for quite a while since Sarri. And he departs. So for everything, thank you very much, Jorginho. And best of luck. Not too much luck because I don't want Arsenal to win anything. But they are going to win the league this season, I feel. And he is going to get a Premier League medal. So fair play to him. And that's basically it. That's my thoughts on everything. Let me know down below how you see everything going on with Enzo. And later on, at the end of the window, I will give you another video, whether that's leading up to the 11 p.m. deadline or whether that's after the 11 p.m. deadline. In and around that time, you will get a brand new upload from me once I've come back from playing football. So I will see all of you later on. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. Don't forget to go and check out Matisse's live stream as he goes into deadline day and the last minute. You can check out the stream that I done over on George Benson's channel earlier on with Matisse because we were on there just on the call. And yeah, I'll see all of you later on for my final update on this whole transfer window and today's deadline day. So I'll see all of you then. Thank you all so much for watching. In a bit, take care and peace.